Let's talk about what sex is. It's a woman offering herself on a platter for male approval and consumption. She gets nothing out of it, okay? I don't care if she has 15 orgasms a session. That's not what it's about for her. All it is for her is her fueling fantasy, which of course is unattainable, as all fantasies must be to be compelling. The fantasy for the woman is to do the impossible, to maintain a man's sexual interest across time. Can't be done. But she wants to go from beginner cook to Michelin chef in her preparations. She wants monogamy, not for loyalty and security, but to prove the unprovable, that the voracious male appetite can be centered on a single female, which violates the laws of nature, of course. That's why she wants it. She wants to be the one case out of billions where she offers such a buffet of herself that her man can eat at her restaurant alone, his entire life, never needing online help, never having extramarital affairs. And she thinks if she offers a generous enough spread, all the different positions and configurations and hands and mouth and everything else, then maybe her offerings will be accepted. And of course, then she's crestfallen and flies into a jealous rage when she sees that you've been texting your coworker, or when she checks your internet search history, because she has spent hours at the gym to look like this. She's dutifully starved herself. She spent thousands of dollars on different surgeries, Botox and fillers and implants and all of this, not really to appease you, but to appease her own ego, kind of to turn into truth this lie that she told herself, that billions of years of evolution prompting men to sow wild seed could be constrained by her singular, unrivaled hotness. Let's look at the male fueling fantasy, because it's just as illogical. Men want to respect women, but also pay respect to women, and a man can't manage to do both. So a man can respect a woman by loving her from afar, which is where she belongs, just right over there. But he wants to interact. He wants to participate in her beauty. And he finds that any attempt to worship her only diminishes and degrades her. A woman can only be truly honored when left perfectly alone. But the man will try to make possible the impossible, entangle with her without removing her glory in the process. Sex is inherently a desecrating act. So like King Midas, whose touch turned the objects of his desire into statues, a man will attempt to pay respect to a woman by touching her and by taking her, and in so doing, he removes her vitality. He reduces her instead of expanding her. And just like the king, suddenly his appetite for her vanishes, because when he sets his sight on food, the food becomes inedible. And when he nestles into a warm, soft bed, it becomes cold and hard and unresponsive. Men wonder why their interest in women can't be sustained across time. He always needs another object of affection. He can't do monogamy. He can't stop accessing the websites and fantasizing about what can't be his. But he can never both have a woman and also honor a woman, because to have her is to reconstitute her into something no longer honorable, something no longer desirable. So he gets caught between two terrible choices: have her and lose desire for her, or leave her alone and love her from afar. And this is because the Midas touch transfigures women, right? It changes her instantly from self-determinate to passive, a container for his desire instead of an agent of her own desire. This makes every interaction with her underwhelming, as at best, the gold he made her can only animate her enough to reflect back his flattery like a mirror. Or at worst, she's just a mere instrument bent to his will, like some kind of automaton or robot. Either way, consorting with women leaves a man as alone as he was in the beginning. So we see that loneliness is the fate of man, no matter his choice, whether choosing to love woman from afar, thus preserving his love for her, but without interaction, or else choosing to have a woman and keep her, and then suffer the loneliness of having that which you do not want.